Hello, I'm Kurt Schei, President and founder of WoodMax Power Equipment. I'd like to thank you for your purchase of our WM Series PTO wood chipper, the strongest, safest, and most reliable PTO chipper on the market today. Here at WoodMax, we strive to make your experience with our equipment as easy and as pleasurable as possible, from purchase to setup to operation. With that in mind, we produced a short video to assist you in the setup process.
Before we get started, there are a few tools you will need: a 1/2 inch or 13mm wrench or socket, a 5/8 or 16mm wrench or socket, a 18mm wrench or socket, a 3/16 Allen wrench, 6mm Allen wrench, and an adjustable wrench. Remove the plastic wrapping from the crate and inspect the chipper for any obvious shipping damage. Remove and unwrap all the chipper components that are packaged in the crate. Remove the cardboard box from the Infeed bin. This box contains the user's manual, hardware packet, extra shear bolts, and any additional items you may have purchased, such as chipper knives. Open the hardware packet and organize the enclosed fasteners into separate piles. There is a picture of the hardware in the user's manual that you can use as a guide to ensure that you use the correct hardware in upcoming steps. Remove the 4 bolts that secure the top of the crate frame. Remove the top of the crate and set it aside. Located on the bottom of the crate is a crossbar that secures the chipper to the frame. Loosen the 2 bolts that hold the bar in place and drive the bar forward with a dead blow hammer. Locate the lift point on the top of the chipper. This is the balance point and the only point the chipper should be lifted from. Using a chain or strap that is rated strong enough to lift the weight of the chipper, lift the chipper out of the crate. If you do not have a front end loader, attach the 3-point hitch of your tractor to the chipper to lift the chipper out of the crate. Measure the distance from the PTO spline of your tractor to the ground. Keep this dimension in mind for the next step. While the chipper is raised in the air, attach the 4 adjustable base legs so that when the chipper is on the ground, the spline of the chipper is slightly lower than the spline of your tractor. The shaft does not need to be perfectly horizontal, but it is recommended that the slope of the PTO shaft is no more than 15 degrees. At this time, carefully lower the chipper to the ground and remove the chain or strap. Attach the left panel of the Infeed bin using 2 of the 2-hole straps and 2 M10 by 25mm bolts. This panel can be identified by the 2 small holes on the bottom of the panel where the fasteners for the support leg attach. Attach the right side panel in the same manner. Attach the bottom panel of the Infeed bin by first inserting 2 M10 by 25mm bolts through the side panels in the 2 holes closest to the feed roller. Do not tighten these bolts yet and allow the panel to hang vertically. Raise the bottom panel in place, insert the 2 M10 by 25mm bolts through the side panel in the 2 holes closest to the end of the panel. Install the remaining 4 M10 by 25mm bolts in the remaining 4 holes in the lower panel. Before tightening the bolts, ensure that the lower panel is slightly higher than the Infeed bin. This will prevent material from hanging up where the 2 pieces join together. Attach the top panel of the Infeed bin using 4 M10 by 25mm bolts. Attach the support leg with 2 M10 by 25mm bolts. Remember, the support leg should be in the down position during storage only. When the chipper is attached to the tractor, the support leg should be in the up position at all times. Attach the upper feed roller assist lever using 4 M10 by 25mm bolts. Fasten the chain from the upper feed roller assembly to the feed roller assist lever. The hardware for this can be located at the end of the chain. Connect the safety bar to the top side of the Infeed bin. First, remove the bolt and nut on the right arm of the safety bar. Hold the safety bar in place so that you can read the word stop and the arrows point downward. Hook the bolt on the left arm of the safety bar through the hole in the top edge of the left Infeed panel. Align the hole on the right arm of the safety bar with the hole on the top edge of the right side panel and reinstall the bolt and nut that you removed earlier. Thread an M10 lock nut onto the bolt on either side, but do not tighten these nuts. This is a hinge point, and the safety bar must move freely. Affix the safety bar stop to the top of the left side panel. Adjust the clutch cable length so that it is tight, but not so tight that it starts to disengage the clutch. Attach the end of the clutch cable to the safety bar. Affix the discharge chute to the chipper using 4 M10 by 15mm bolts, along with the 4 10mm lock washers that were included in the hardware packet. Connect the chipper to the 3-point hitch of your tractor, or if you have one, connect using your Category 1 quick hitch. Next, you must measure to determine the proper length of the PTO shaft. To do this, raise the chipper so that the spline of the chipper and the spline of the tractor are horizontal with each other. Measure the distance from the end of the spline of your tractor to the end of the spline of the chipper. This is the measured shaft end distance, or MSED. Now the shaft must be sized according to this measurement. Refer to the chart in your owner's manual to determine if the shaft must be cut to size. If so, see the section PTO shaft cutting instruction in your user's manual. After properly sizing the shaft, locate the 2 grease fittings on the shaft's universal joint and pump several shots of high-quality grease into the fittings. Attach the PTO shaft from the tractor to the chipper. Notice that one end of the shaft has a shear bolt. This end should be attached to the tractor. Prior to shipping the chipper to you, the following service has been done in our warehouse. The drive belts have been adjusted and tightened, the gearbox has been filled with oil, the Infeed drive axle has been lubricated, the bearings have been greased, USA-made knives have been installed, adjusted, and the bolts were torqued to 40 foot-pounds. Your setup is now complete.
Thank you for taking the time to view this video. I hope that the information that we have provided makes the assembly of your chipper go smoothly. All the steps you just saw can be found in the illustrated user-friendly operation manual that came along with your chipper, as well as on our website along with our other products. I want to thank you again. Be safe, good luck on your mission, and if you have any questions at all, please call.